An Australian band formed in 1980 finally found success in America almost 10 years later with an album released on this day. They released their debut album in 1981, and it provided them with their first radio hit in Australia and New Zealand. Based on that success, the band was signed to major labels in Australia, Europe, and the United States. However, the U.S. label was dissatisfied with their second album and suggested they write more radio-friendly hits like their country mates, the Little River Band, which horrified the band. Capitol ended up dropping the band without releasing it, which put a dent in their success in the U.S. The band released a few more albums and developed a loyal fan base. Eventually, they signed with Warner Brothers in America, who repackaged a couple EPs into an album for release in the U.S. It got some notice, but still no real success. They left Warner and just floated along for a while. Finally, in 1987, the band signed with Arista and went to work on a new album in Los Angeles, with legends Waddy Wachtel and Greg Ladani producing. On February 16, 1988, The Church released their American breakthrough, Starfish. According to the band's lead singer and main songwriter Steve Kilbey, quote, "It was Australian hippies versus West Coast guys who know the way they like to do things. We were a bit more undisciplined than they would have liked." Under pressure from the producers, Kilbey took vocal lessons, an experience he later regarded as valuable. Starfish found its way into the mainstream, including being included on 2 episodes of Miami Vice, and it marked a new worldwide commercial peak for the band. It reached number 11 in Australia and the top 50 in the US on the back of singles like Reptile and the band's biggest hit, Under the Milky Way. While it never truly repeated the commercial success of Starfish, the band, in several different forms and lineups, carries on today, having released its 27th album last March.
Under the Milky Way tonight.